What's up, guys? Welcome to IMV Sports. Today, NFL Sunday, Week 4. Had a lot of good games today. A couple blowouts, a couple surprising blowouts. But it was a good week. I want to start this video off by saying that I'm going to kind of be changing things up a little bit. I've kind of been mulling it over. Usually I talk about at least a decent handful of games, and the videos will be a little longer. So for now, as experimental reasons, I'm going to try just talking about maybe 2 or 3 games and trying to keep the videos like under 10 minutes, probably trying under 8 minutes, and see how that works out. And you guys can let me know also in the comments what you prefer. So let's get this underway. Just 2 games I want to talk about today, guys, in the NFL, because I feel like it's 2 games that a lot of people watched and a lot of people had their minds on. So, first and foremost, the first game, the Eagles and the Titans in Tennessee. It might as well have been in Philadelphia, man. Did you see the Eagles fans at that game in Tennessee? Holy shit. That was incredible. I mean, like, clapping it up for the Philadelphia Eagles fan base. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, they wouldn't have done this before. That's now that they're Super Bowl champ. Well, yeah, but that's a lot of diehard fans. Like, now they're more bought in. So, I don't really listen to all that. So, but man, they a lot of green in that stadium today. I mean, when Alshon Jeffrey got that touchdown on that 3rd and goal, when they had 3rd and goal from like the 15, I mean, it got loud. I was shocked, and I had just gotten off work, so I forgot who was home, and the Eagles obviously were wearing their home greens, and I thought, oh, the Eagles are home until I saw the Titans in the end zone. I was like the Titans lettering in the end zone. I was like, oh my God, like it got loud. But this was a great game, guys. Maybe right now, I mean, at least one of the top 5 games of the year. And it goes to overtime. The Titans scored touchdown to go up 20-17, guys, late. And then the Eagles and Carson Wentz, he drives them down the field, gets them in the field goal range. Jake Elliott hits a field goal like 30 yards or so late with about 16 seconds left to tie the game at 20 apiece. It went to overtime, guys, and this was probably the most exciting overtime game in the NFL I've ever witnessed. It was so intense. So let's break it down. The Eagles win the coin toss. They obviously want the ball. They get the ball. They drive down the field, and right when the overtime started, I was telling my friends and other people I was watching the game with, I said, the Eagles are going to score a touchdown here. The Titans defense looked so exhausted. Every play they were just nickel and diming them. And I was like, how are the Eagles not going to score a touchdown here? And they were throwing the ball a lot, picking up yards, and then they ran it on that one first down, got stuffed, and it like killed them. Then that they stopped. They got like a 3-yard loss, and that gave the Titans defense a little bit of a boost. Eagles kick a field goal to go up 23-20. Titans get the ball back. They need a field goal to keep it going or a touchdown to win it, or if they got stopped, the Eagles win. So it was great. And man, this drive lasted forever. And the Titans kept driving a little bit. They got to about midfield. And, earlier it was 4th and, I want to say like 15, was it? It was 4th and 15 because it was 4th and 10, then they got a penalty. And they converted. They ended up picking up like 20 yards on a pass. Great play by Mariota there. New set of downs. Then the most interesting part, guys, just skipping to the most interesting part of this overtime, was when the Titans got that 4th and 2 or 4th and 3, whatever it was. And originally they sent out the field goal team, and I even said to myself, at that point, there was a minute 50 or so left, around 2 minutes. I said, at this point, the Titans got to make a decision. And that's when, some of these people talk about, if I was the coach, listen, this is a tough-ass decision to make for the coach. He's got to make a decision right then and there. Because if he kicks that field goal, obviously they miss, they lose. But if they make it, you give the Eagles the ball back with less than 2 minutes. I mean, for more or less, that would have been the last possession of that game, regardless if the Eagles scored or what. Obviously, there could have been an interception. You don't know. But if you kick that field goal with less than 2 minutes left, around a minute and a half left, you're basically saying, like, yeah, let's just try to take a tie. Because the chances of the Eagles getting the ball back, you stopping them, you getting the ball back, I mean, it's not rare, but it was a tough. You had to believe the Eagles were going to get that last possession. So, and the Titans, they call a timeout. They decide, no, we're going for it. They go for it, and they got it. And then they just started picking up 5 yards. Couple bad penalties by the Eagles, too. Actually, they didn't get it on the fourth down. Now, I remember they didn't get it, but they got called for a defensive pass interference. Actually, I think it should have been holding, but I think they called pass interference. They got the first down. And then there was another play where they got, I believe it was Mills. They got him for a flag, either pass interference or holding. It was holding. That put him at the 10-yard line. And on 3rd and goal from the 10, Corey Davis, Mariota just lost it up to him. He jumps up, catches it, walk-off fashion, touchdown. Titans win. They upset the Eagles. If you saw my Twitter page when I made my predictions today, that was my one hot take, was taking Tennessee over the Eagles. I know a lot of people I am friends with and all this other stuff were telling me, like, when I made my picks, were telling me, dude, you're crazy. The Eagles are going to kill them. I just had a hunch that the Eagles were going to lose that game and the Titans were going to win. The Titans do 26-23. So, wow, that was an exciting game, especially the overtime. Let's move on. The Sunday night game that just went final. Steelers and the Ravens. As you can see, I'm a Steelers fan, so I'm very still butthurt about that game. But the Ravens win 26-14. They go up very quickly, 14-0. I mean, very quickly. Within the first 6 minutes or so of the first quarter, they go up 14-0. And the Steelers in the second quarter answer big time. They get 2 field goals. They get a touchdown towards the end of the second quarter. Get the 2-point conversion. He gets it was a touchdown pass to Antonio Brown. They go for 2. He throws it on the flat to James Conner. He rushes in. They tie it up at 14 heading into halftime. And in the second half, the Steelers were dead. They punted on every single drive in the second half. Their offense gets shut down. The Ravens hit 4 field goals. They win 26-14. Not a very eventful second half. But to rant for a little bit, not only as a Steelers fan, but as just a football lover, I mean, the Steelers right now, a lot of people are like, the defense sucks, but I mean, in my opinion, the offense lost in the game tonight. In the beginning, it looked like the defense was going to lose them this game. But the defense played really well for a while there. I mean, they went on a streak where they were shutting out the Ravens for a while and force them into quick 3-and-outs or make them punt quickly with short possessions. And the Steelers offense never capitalized, never took advantage of it. And the Steelers offense, it's their fault, man. They're way too talented to score only 14 points. I know the Ravens have a pretty good defense this year, but still, I mean, Ben was not good. The miscommunication all night. And it's time to realize, and I'm honestly, I'm one of those people that's kind of like, fuck Le'Veon Bell. Like, he doesn't want to play. Well, why? We shouldn't be worried about it. He doesn't want to play us. He wants to hold out. He wants to disrespect his teammates like that. Then that's fine. If in the beginning of the year he would have said, I'm going off topic a little bit, but in the beginning of the year he said, like a couple weeks before the season, listen guys, I'm holding out. I'm sorry. That's respectable. I can respect that. But to tell your teammates stuff, I'll be there. And then also I'll be like, psych, I'm not coming. That's just tell them too. I'm holding out for this long. It's disrespectful to your teammates. I know you're mad at the organization, but it's disrespectful to your teammates. But no matter what you feel about it, you have to realize that this, not having Le'Veon Bell, is extremely, extremely devastating to this Steelers team. James Conner has done extremely well, but they just don't have that Le'Veon Bell in the backfield to bring that versatility, to bring that, Le'Veon Bell makes defenses second guess themselves. Because no matter what, Le'Veon Bell's a factor. And now it's all eyes on Antonio Brown. I know Juju Smith-Schuster has had a hell of a season so far, and he has done really well. But still, all eyes are on Antonio Brown. And when all eyes and double coverage and all that go to Antonio Brown, he gives it to Le'Veon. And when it's vice versa, he gives it. And now that Le'Veon's not there, it's making it a little easier on these defenses. And for example, tonight, the Ravens really shut down the Steelers' defense. And had Le'Veon Bell been playing and been in the game plan, it's a completely different outcome. No questions asked, and the Steelers would win that game, in my opinion. But the Steelers need change. At this point, it's really even hard, shockingly to say, it's really hard to see them even make the playoffs. They got to fire Mike Tomlin. He's done. They got to fire him, and that's the problem with the Rooneys, the owners. They're too loyal, and you got to be loyal, but you can't be too loyal. You got to let Mike Tomlin go, barring a extreme turnaround to the season and making it to the Super Bowl or something. You got to fire Mike Tomlin. And they got to fire Keith Butler, the defensive coordinator, because he's horrible. They got to fire a lot of the staff. It's a huge problem. Obviously, we're only going to be heading into Week 5 next week, but they got to play Atlanta next week. And think about what that offense is going to do to that terrible defense of the Steelers. It could get ugly if you're a Steelers fan. So, but the Ravens win. Good for the Ravens, man. The Ravens are playing really great football right now, and they executed their game plan, which was just to shut down the Steelers' offense. They knew they weren't going to come in and score 40 points or so. They just said, if we get ourselves 21 or some points, we got to work our game plan and shut down the Steelers' offense. And that's what they did. They executed well, so good for the Ravens. That's a huge win for them. And the Steelers, man, they're struggling big time. Like I said, I can't even see them making the playoffs right now, in all honesty. It's hard to say, but it's the truth. So those are the two games I want to talk about today, guys. Let me know in the comments any other games you wanted me to talk about or that were some of the exciting games today. Or let me know what you thought about the Steelers and Ravens game or the Eagles and Titans game. Both really good games today. So that's it, guys. Like and comment and subscribe. Check out the page on Twitter at IMV Sports. I appreciate that, guys. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, guys.